No Face, No Case by T.R.U. and 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz finally gets the band together to make a project promoting all of his artists. With the release of his new project, was his stable of artists able to stand out in any way? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of No Face, No Case by T.R.U. and 2 Chainz.
No face, no case. First of all, I just want to show that real quick one more time because homeboy was on the phone. He ain't even noticed the meeting even started. Just real quick, look at him. Oh, we live.
We live.
Shout out to directors not giving a countdown before you actually start filming.
Shout out to actually paying attention to you. Let me stop.
Man, 2 Chainz and T.R.U, man. I know you was super looking forward to this. You called me, woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, screaming.
Do not listen to this guy over here, please.
You was just like, yo, 2 Chainz and T.R.U.
What you think about this album cover?
Oh, I think the album artwork is fire. I actually like the album artwork. I thought this was probably the best part of the project, man. Everybody's sitting there, they're covering their faces. No face, no case. Makes perfect sense. Black and white, brick background. Is it really simple? But it is fire.
Yeah, I like the cover. I like the place where they chose to shoot it at, and I like the black and white vibe to it. So, and it's pretty dope to have the handwriting at the bottom, which I'm assuming is there's the handwriting.
Yeah, you might be right, actually.
Yeah.
I think the Schoolie font might be Schoolie's logo or whatnot, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
The flow of this project, man. The flow of this project is just 2 Chainz showing that his evaluation of talent is not good.
Damn. Well, wow. I was just gonna say this is some. I was just gonna say that this is some music you can. I can feel like this generation can ride to and just have a fun time with, because it's just
so much fun.
Yeah.
While you're listening to this, and then turn it off and turn on Young Thug. Highlights, man. Look, I got a few, man. Virgil's Discount, man. That was fire. I like it. I don't listen to the radio, so this is my first time hearing it.
I don't even know if that's on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
First time hearing it. 2 Chainz did his thing. Georgia is another song that I was just like, yo, that's actually pretty dope. I like 2 Chainz' verse on Brick on My Face. I will say that. I thought 2 Chainz' verse up there was actually pretty dope. And yeah, I already said Georgia. And I actually thought on Reliable, I like what Quavo brought to the song, but I felt like it wasn't followed up on correctly.
I enjoyed Georgia just because of the vibe of it and just the fact that I just really like how who was on that? Sleeper Rose and 2 Chainz collaborated on that one. I thought it was a very smooth collaboration, so I enjoyed that one a lot.
Lowlights, man. If I ain't mention it, it is a low light, straight up and down. I will point out, I should have said in highlights 2 Chainz verses, because I did like 2 Chainz verses. It was kind of came out how I expected, but the main thing I want to point out is this song vote. Oh my goodness. Who gave these people mics? Who said, you're good at this? Because that was bad. The singing, the little noise that he's making with his it is annoying. And aside from that, I just think everything else is just standard operating, like, dumb hip-hop. Like, there's nothing to take in, nothing to break down, nothing to really bring you back other than, like, the songs that I said.
I mean, it's not supposed to be hip-hop probably. It's just for, be some, like, some trap sounds and everything like that. Or just for people to get excited and dance to.
I feel like 2 Chainz wasted verses. Like, he could have gave these verses to Ross, Nas, Jay. He gave them the... It's just not a good project.
Well, I forgot to mention in my highlights that I actually kind of like Woo with Sleepy Rose. Sleepy Rose, I want to say, was like the one I paid attention to the most on this project, because he has that... I want to say that, I don't want to say mainstream, but like he has that really sound, I think, that will cater to this generation. Because I feel like Woo, if somebody was like dancing to that, that would be a hype ass song to dance to. So I really feel like he has that vibe to where he can come off any kind of radio friendly song and everything like that. But with my lowlights, what I really don't like about this project is there's not too much originality. Even with the trap sound of Atlanta and the club sound and everything like that, we can still get something original now than that, we might want to bop to in the car, anything like that. But this one, I just feel like it's just going to be heard in one ear and out the other. And that's just because it's not my particular taste in music, but I feel like there's better music in this genre, if I might say, that is done better, in this category. Because, I mean, to me, no real thought or excitement was going in when went to the studio to record this. I feel like it's just like, yo, we got a shot, let's go, let's record, bam, 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 let's put this out. But, I mean, I don't feel like it's going to have any longevity. I really don't. That's just the honest truth.
I'm glad you spoke that long. This video might actually be 5 minutes. So, final thoughts, man. Look, I think this is a waste of your time. I wouldn't check it out aside from the songs that I mentioned, Virgil Discount, Georgia. Check out 2 Chainz verses. As soon as 2 Chainz verses over, if it ain't one of the songs I mentioned, just change the song. Straight up and down. Oh, and Quavo's verse on Reliable. Aside from that, this is a pure waste of your time. The instrumentals were weak. His artists are weak. It's just not good. The engineering was good. The mixing was great. Shout out to the engineers and mixes over at T.R.U.
Well, yeah, I'm not particularly fond of this project. I didn't get too much excitement out of it. And even for the crowd, I believe this is geared towards. I don't know if they'll get that much excitement out of it, a week or so after playing it or whatever. I mean, I can see people probably working out to this or just bumping this in their car or stuff like that.
You can't work out to this. I tried.
But other than that, I don't really think that this is anything to take and recommend to anybody. I mean, that's just me and my opinion, but that's just how I feel.
Final grade, X. Don't waste your time. It's a pure waste of time.
Yep, I'm going to have to give this an X as well. Just not really worth it to check out.
If this is what hip hop has to offer in 2020, it's going to be a rough year.